Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Marianne and you're watching Marianne's Mystic Mentions. Welcome to your mid-month readings for September already, and the beautiful love connection readings with the tarot and oracle messages that I like to bring through for every single sign. And what I do, if you're new, welcome to my channel, is I like to pick a featured sign every day, and then that featured sign is brought a highlighted connection right in front of you that Spirit wants you to know about. I read 4 major categories for that particular highlighted, as well as all of your relationships, okay? So my love connections are all forms of love and relationships in general, because we all have them. You don't have to be romantically involved to get messages from my channel. And also the oracle messages are just really divinely guided messages for us to utilize if we choose, and kind of help to lift us up and remind us of things we know but we maybe forgot. And I'm excited. So today's featured sign is that of beautiful, fiery, sun-ruled, proud and courageous fire element of Leo. How you doing, Leo? We're still in Virgo season, sun season. So that's going to happen through September 22nd. And that was happening for the beginning of the month readings, if you were able to look at your reading back then. I recommend that you do, if you'd like to just check it out, because we like to see how, things are moving along, if they're similar, if you're feeling the change, because every day brings change. And this month is no exception. We are actually in Virgo season. We will enter into Libra season on the 22nd, which happens to be the same day as the fall equinox. So, no longer summer. Of course, we just finished Labor Day and we had our beautiful, beautiful new moon in Virgo. Now that is so important and potent for all of us. New moons are about beginnings, initiations, ideas, intentions, writing them down, fulfilling them in very steadfast ways with Virgo. I mean, they are very grounded, very practical, detail-oriented. They're that perfectionist energy that, of course, there is no perfection, but working at it nonetheless, wanting to have that attitude about what we do, taking care of business, purging and getting rid of things, decluttering is huge. Healing ourselves, healing our relationships, our bodies, very potent with this beautiful service-oriented sign of Virgo. So a lot of wonderful things, and it works for you that way too. Virgo's right next to you on the astrology wheel, so there's an automatic kind of magnetizing, and it's really good for you because you're that fiery, robust, spirited, passionate sign that sometimes can really appreciate that grounded energy, right? We all can. I know this because even other earth signs love their friends that are earth signs because they can just keep it that way, right? The calm in the storm, the one you can turn to when you're just like, what date was that happening? And they're just like, oh, that's 2 years from next Tuesday. I mean, they know these things. It's amazing and it's wonderful, and they're great friends, and it's great, stable, practical energy for the things we need to recognize in our physical life, right? Our work, our money, our certainly our health. So having said all that, we are in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, and Mercury will go retrograde in Libra on the 27th. So just prepare. I've already noticed that very day of the shadow, of course, I had 2 changes in my work schedule, kind of last minute, and I was like, okay, yes, here we go. And that's what it's about. Letting it go and realizing, okay, I need to be flexible, and I'm going to just do my detail work and focus on things I've already been working on, and not expecting to finish it by this month or anything like that. If you can go away on vacation, by all means, just know there might be changes in the travel plans or your itinerary, and that should be fine. Relax, renew, rejuvenate. I wouldn't buy any electrical, gadgets. If you need a new phone, of course you have to get it. You may have to get another one or something changes. It's really not the end of the world. But those are the things that predominantly affect us during a Mercury retrograde. And we have them like 3 times every year. So people are really getting more hip to them. It's not an excuse, it's a reality. And it's just like, okay, I can handle and do plenty of things during a retrograde. So But yeah, there's a little frustration that comes with it at times. I admit it. I just plug through them. You know, when you get older, you're like, yep, here it comes again. And depending on the sign, with Libra, it's all about fairness and balance and justice. So that's going to be the predominant theme for this Mercury retrograde. So making sure you are balanced, and when your schedule changes, you're not like all up in arms about it, because it's going to happen. Just allow it. You know, meditate, get into nature, all the wonderful things that are free and absolutely helpful during the times that are, you know, out of our control. So I am going to pick your featured sign, or I always say that you're the featured sign, Leo. You are the featured one. You know, you love to be on stage and be acknowledged, and you know, and in the limelight. Let's be honest, the world is your stage, right? And it's awesome, and you're wonderful. You're an amazing leader, and people definitely gravitate towards you. You know, when you have the energy of a Leo in a room, it's powerful and it's dynamic, and you're wonderful and you're caring, and like I said, you're incredibly passionate. So it's all good stuff. But your highlighted connection, this is what Spirit wants you to know specifically as far as that particular energy, person, situation, you know, time frame, depending on what sign it is. It might be that particular time of the year that you might want to take note of. You may know this person right off the bat. You may not know at all, but new moons bring in new people. So keep your eye out, take notes, and then also retrogrades definitely bring back people. So it might be a person you've forgotten about. Let me put this over here and do this before I say anything else. I can't chew gum and talk at the same time clearly. So I'll take a deep breath though. So for your highlighted connection, for all the beautiful, powerful Leos, your second portion of the month is that of Aquarius. I like it a lot. It is your polar opposite. We all have them. Your polarity is there. It's right across the astrology wheel from you. There's this gravitational pull and resistance between you that just really works in beautiful, positive ways. And yes, the things that are different are helpful. You know, there are things to be said about, you know, opposites attracting. We see it all the time. We can gain from a person that has a different point of view than ours. We can certainly, you know, enrich our lives by finding out more about ourselves when we're in a relationship. And believe me, there's no better way to find out about yourself than while you're in a relationship. Taking that, it's not for the meek, you know, being in a relationship, it says a lot and it's awesome. And so, yeah, Aquarius is the air element. It's the mind. Aquarian is, you know, Uranian ruled. So there's this unpredictability and unexpected surprises, and it has to do with technology and medicine when it's about Uranus, and freedom and inventive things, and, you know, out of the box, new kind of information. It's information for everybody to utilize and to better themselves and to continue to learn and grow. And that excites you a lot because you do like to be on top of the curve, you know. Anything you put your name on, Leo, you want it to be the best, because that's the ego. That's the sun-ruled aspect, you know. We need our ego. It gets a bad rap, but, you know, it's how you balance that, which is going to be brought into question, perhaps, you know, during this Libra season that'll last through October, the end of October. And then we did actually have Scorpio enter into Venus on the 10th. So that's fiery, passionate kind of stuff right there. And that's affecting everybody, right? So you may have a real physical connection with this Aquarian, or you're wanting to, or you're thinking about it, or it's just this one of the best friends you've had in a really long time, and it's just like you're really excited and happy to be to have that kind of energy around you, the like-minded aspect of it, you know, for being different. Because Aquarian is about getting things going, making things happen in big terms, you know, like the masses, the world. How can we help the world and all of us benefit and be fair and just? You know, they're friendly, they're sociable, so are you. When you put on a party, Leo, it's kind of hard to match, you know. Everybody gets to come and be a part of that, and you're extremely happy about that. You love to share. Your generosity is very beautiful. So I like this for you. I'm going to read the 4 major categories that follow with this particular highlighted connection, or any one of your major connections that you have and you're very much aware of. First one being the overall energy leading you to the reading. And I am using my beautiful Cat Tarot, one of my favorite decks. And it is the Page of Cups. Well, first of all, it's one of my favorite cards because of the illustration. I hope you can see and it's not blurred. Yeah, well, the cups are the energy of water, the emotional, they're very emotional, very sensitive, extremely intuitive and in touch with feelings in general and other people's feelings. And sometimes they want to withdraw because it's all too much and they need some downtime. If you've known water signs, they're very reactive because it's all raw emotion, they don't know how to hide that. It's just how they operate. And depending on the water sign, that's in question here, because it does represent water. Maybe you have a lot of water in your chart, or you have a child that's a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, because the pages represent the youthful, the green, the beginnings, just kind of new, in some regard, or a youthful personality, i.e. child. Maybe your own child, your inner child coming through a little more than usual lately and feeling more emotional about things. And we have the beautiful full moon in Pisces happening on the 20th. So that's the second half of September. That's very emotional. Full moons always are. But this is another fellow water sign. So it is about compassion and emotion to the height. Feeling love to the fullest, using your heart to think and make your decisions. And healing comes into play. Creativity is extremely heightened when it's in Pisces. So a lot of beautiful things. I see the two of this highlighted connection working together in tandem to build and to just grow something amazing and that's going to help the world. And perhaps you know what that is, and maybe it's just started. Maybe that you're just in the talking stages, or you're just in that emotional thing where like passing it back and forth thinking, I don't know, and should I, and who should I involve? Or you had to say goodbye to a child that went away to college and it's an empty nest now. I mean, that's emotion, right? It's the first time and they're young and they're like, oh, they're going to be okay. Are they going to drink too much? All the variables come into play. Messages will come through about that. It's all going to be good. It does have a lot to do a lot of times with the heart and, romance too. I mean, it could be somebody new coming in and maybe they're younger than you or they just seem younger in spirit. That's always an option and a possibility. If it's not romance, a friend, once again, But yeah, it's about your emotions, definitely. You might want to be you might be talking about having a child. I can't say this is a general reading, but these are the intuitive hits that I'm getting right now, and that's what the meaning behind this particular card is saying. So let me know if you choose to be so bold and kind to share that with me. I would love that. The second category is that of possible blessings or obstacles. So let's see what's going on for that. And blessings can become obstacles, and obstacles can then become our blessings. Well, this is just keep coming up. This is interesting. And it wasn't in this position, but it was just done with Cancer, the last reading. 8 of Cups. So there's a lot of emotions going on. And the 8 of Cups is looking and facing them head on and just being like, okay, this really, and I mean, when it comes to Leo, it is, when you are emotional about something, everybody knows, okay? There's no hiding it. And you're demonstrative and you're big, and it's great because you need to do that. You need to let go, release. This is the time to do it. The retrogrades are very much about internalizing and really being real and honest with ourselves. And that's an emotional thing sometimes. But you're ready to move on from this emotion, these disturbances, this past year and a half. Let's just go there. Like, how many of us are wanting to do that? And we're ready. And there has been losses. And I lost someone 2 weeks ago now. It's a continuum. It is a part of life. It hurts. It's painful. And you have to live through it. You have to grieve, everyone in their own time frame. And then you realize, okay, I want to get up. I want to be stronger again, because I am a Leo. It doesn't matter whether you're female or male. And you want to be a leader in that. You want to show others that we all are powerful. We all are strong enough. And if we're not seeing that from this past year, I don't know how much more we possibly could. You know, we are approaching a very difficult date. Tomorrow, actually, would be September 11th. And it's just, I've been watching the documentaries, and I don't want to go off on that tangent. But yeah, facing and realizing what's real. It's not imaginative, and it happened. It's a big part of who we are. We are all connected. We all felt it. We all understand way more some people than others. But moving past that and saying, I'm ready to start anew, to rise above like the phoenix and let go and let my past hurts, you know, start to fade away and release more and more with every passing day, every moment, every hour. So yeah, that's, as I said, that's been coming up a lot. And recognizing your blessings, you know, they're filled with food, every one of them. The pentacles, the grounded aspect, the Virgo energy, the what do I have? What am I grateful for? What's right in front of me that I can't dismiss, you know, with everything going on in the world. I know I'm an incredibly blessed woman, and that's all I have to say. And I don't have a whole lot, but as far as I'm concerned, I have more than enough. When I look and compare, which I do at times, it's not good too, but I do. I just feel very blessed when I do that. Your third category is that of finances. So in, you know, your emotions and everything being a pretty important aspect of this month. And really internalizing and really making decisions that are going to better you, because you're letting go of the ones that are holding you back. You have, under the financial category, the Empress. Woo, look at this cute, beautiful, wonderful illustration, the Empress. The ultimate in love, in creation, right? In ability, in heart-centered passion. That is exactly what keeps you going and your fire burning, right, Leo? You can create and manifest anything you want. You know that, and you've known that, and you represent that to other people all the time. You give other people that strength, whether you know it or not. It just exudes off of you. And that's it. You're like, okay, this has happened. This has made me sad. This is a loss. It could have been loss of money, for heaven's sakes. You know, it could be people, circumstances, everything. But you're building back up, and that's the 3. 3 is, well, this is the major arcana, number 1, essential information for you, very powerful changes. And also the growth and expansion of anything you want to put your head and mind to, you know, and heart into. We all can do that, and it has to start from what we fully believe we can do. So that's a beautiful, beautiful representation of things that can happen in your finances. And it doesn't have to mean money. It's wealth and whatever you consider to be wealth, right? So it's looking beautiful, and it looks like you are absolutely ready. It's interesting, it's a cat. Empress being the feminine quality in all of us too, you know, the intuitive, the real understanding of how we are capable of manifesting. And really utilizing that for others too. It's that desire to help others in the process. There's a crown, you know, or what, a tiara. So that's indicative of the beautiful lion or lioness, king and queens of the forest, right? That's pretty perfect. You're on top of your game. You got this. You come through the worst end of it, and things are really going to build up for you. And you deserve it. And everything happens in cycles and times and phases, and this is yours. So the final category I love, and I added in the last month or so, was surprises and wishes. And, you know, life is full of them. And some are great, and some I could do without. but it's how we take it in, how we react, how we perceive things that can make it good or not, you know, and that's just the long and the short. That is something we have control over. So I'm just curious to see, but you know, if you wish enough, you honestly and truthfully can accomplish and create whatever you choose once again. So what is the energies coming out for you for the second half of September? With the powerful Venus in Scorpio, that's the depth and ruled by Pluto, and just the transformation that we can do any time of our lives. Doesn't matter the age, doesn't matter the circumstances. Page of Pentacles, okay? So, once again, 2 pages, you know, bookends. Page of Cups, your heart, your emotions. Page of Pentacles, Virgo energy, absolute, grounded, practical energy coming through. You've gone through the emotion, you know, it's a part of all of us. It's what brings things into reality, by the way. It's that final important, most important law of attraction, which comes in another aspect of the oracles. But yeah, you've got information coming forth. You've got somebody that's going to offer you something that's going to be really, really important, and it's going to help you, and it's going to keep you grounded, and it's going to build upon your sustenance and your ability to create and to, you know, help your family life, your friends, whomever, you know, on this earth. You can see it, feel it, taste it. It's long, and it is the page, so it's still the beginning. The words, the conversations, the ideas are still formulating, and this is the month to keep continually going over them and not rush into it. Being patient. You've got that beautiful pentacle, that wonderful stained glass pentacle in the window with all the colors and all the possibilities, you know. It's just, it's what we choose to do. But something new's coming in. It feels like whatever you start will last a very long time. It has permanent kind of energy when it's the pentacles. They're not going anywhere. So it could be of all different categories. It could be, you know, in your relationships, your family, your children, having children, once again, has come up twice. That's a permanent situation. Having the money and the desire to build upon that. So that's a beautiful surprise or wish. It's up to you, I don't know, but I do love this a lot. And yeah, by all means, just go through those emotions and know that, you know, it's a part of our lives, and it's essential for us to do that and to then get past that as well. And with that Empress, man, you can create whatever you want, Leo. And I think you're going to. I really, really do. So I'll finish your reading with the 2 oracles. This is the beautiful Psychic Tarot of the Heart Oracle by John Holland. And it's once again the heart. I mean, it's so fitting for you. You don't do anything unless you use that passionate heart of yours. And it gets you a lot of places. It's caused a lot of beautiful, beautiful things in your life. So, and those around you too. So for the beautiful Leos and all of your connections, your message for the remainder of September is coming together, right? Because it's been so long for so many of us. And even now, you know, we're like, okay. And I'm being safe. Everybody's being safe. And it's time to come together. It's time to come together through technology. It's time to come together and heal and mend with this energies of Virgo and the Piscean full moon. And there's the heart. And look at, there's family. There's relationships. It's everything. It's all that really matters is love. It's the most important, powerful energy that holds us together. Believe it or not, it is. I know you do. And green represents the color of the heart chakra too. So, and 2 is representing, you know, partnerships of all kinds. If it's not romantic, it's something happening. You got the wheels are churning, I'll tell you that much. You're not sitting down now, Leo. So, let me read you what it says really quickly. The messages for the 2. Now, the green represents, what does the green represent? It could be the chakra. Let me double check, because this has several different aspects to it, which I love. No. Okay. So we're going to go to, I want to say it could be the wands, but I have to double check. The black represents the major arcana. The green are the cups. Yep, it's the cups. It's the heart again. You started with the cups. The first two, messages were cups. You got a lot going on in the emotional category of your heart. And I think it's good. I think it feels beautiful to you. And I think you're sharing things you haven't shared before. And you're opening up and being more vulnerable, which is a part of the, watery characteristics. And it probably feels good because we all need to do that. It really actually brings more things to you when you're vulnerable. So we'll go into the proper coming together, the key words: harmony, romance, healing, and commitment. This is a card of partnership and harmony. It suggests a new romance or a deepening of an existing one. And I love hearing that, of all forms, right? You may find that a current friendship blossoms into something more, or an exciting new steps, or an exciting new love steps into your life. And that could happen to any of us when we least expect it, right? When this card appears, it often signifies taking love to the next level. It is time for you to make a greater commitment to any of your, or is it time to make a greater commitment to any of your relationships? Perhaps you'll find that a partner is now ready to commit fully. Woo! I got goosebumps. To the relationship. Marriage or a union of some kind may be on the horizon. What do you want to create? You got the money, you've got everything you need. And even if you didn't, you know that you are the type of personality, Leo, that's like, it's going to happen. I don't know how, I just know it is. And that's exactly what makes things happen. You believe it and you know it and it happens. So yeah, maybe someone younger. I'm just saying, it's possible. Or the next step is in the relationship you're in, having the children. There's so many variances, but it's all beautiful and it's all wonderful. And I'm happy for you. You deserve it and you know you want it. So we'll finish with your beautiful super attractor manifestation message. Bringing into the life you want, forming it, manifesting it, because you're feeling it with every bit of your soul, heart and soul. And that's what creates it. That's what really brings it to the forefront. So I just want to ask, if you have not subscribed and you like what you see and you want to come back, please do me a favor and like and subscribe and share. It's the best thing you can do for our channels on YouTube, and one of the best anyway. It doesn't cost anything. You won't be inundated with a bunch of, emails back. It's just a way to support me and to allow YouTube to continue to let me continually bring more content for you, because that's what I love to do. When I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. Now, you may not want to hear that, but what I really kind of dig is it looks to me almost like a leopard pattern in here for the Leo. In purple, my favorite. And patience is an absolute must. Not just because it's a virtue, and we all know that, but because this month is really asking you to be patient with retrograde planets, with changes in our plans, with sitting and observing and, formulating rather than actually taking specific action, which is what you love to do. But you've been patient before. You can certainly be patient now, and you will absolutely appreciate that you were. So remember that and say that over and over and over again, and just enjoy yourself if possible, and take that time you need to retreat and relax, okay? That would be very beneficial as well, and just enjoy your love and all the good things in life. And I just want to thank you again for taking the time. I love your reading. And come on back for your October reading, just around the corner. Take good care. Thank you very much. Bye for now.